A lot of people come to me asking for advice on their purpose for being. A lot of people, we just don't know. A lot of people don't think about that. Generally, just like praying, do you have a crisis? Okay? And yeah, I'm human too, and sometimes I am like, am I really, am I fulfilling my purpose for being? Because, usually I'll have like a deja vu moment or something like that. And until I have that, I don't feel, I sometimes feel off balance, sometimes. And then that leads me to question, am I really doing what I told God I was going to do before I had skin? I don't know why people think that's so shocking. I'm no better, I'm no less than anybody else, and I want to make sure, I'm on my path, because let's face it, I don't want to do this no more again, not at all, not at all. I want to come do what I told God I was going to do before I had skin, and get it done, So generally all the, hoopla and the, well, you can see what type of person I am. I don't know why people, when I talk to you on the phone, you're like, oh, you're really like this. I have like 2,000 videos now. It'd be kind of hard to be fake. Okay, maybe it wouldn't, but yeah, after 5 years, it would be kind of hard to still be fake. I mean, go look at the first video, like this, So I want to tell those of you that have asked me this past, 8 days, there's about 25 of you, and I thank you for writing me. We're all human. We all need a little reassurance since we have skin, including myself. So what I do for myself is, Phil McGraw. He has a thing where he says, where he gives a person a challenging question, why did you do that? And they say, I don't know. Well, if you thought you knew, what would the answer be? So yeah, I tell myself that. If I thought I knew, Tasha, if you thought you knew why you came here, what would the answer be? Are you fulfilling your purpose? Sorry. I dream on it, I sleep on it. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Because isn't it ironic? As soon as you ask the question, a whole bunch of stuff in regards to your question pops up. Yeah, so I think the day that I asked Chris and I asked, hang on. Yeah, so when those things pop up answering your question, oh, I'm sorry. I even asked, I asked Chris, I asked, Jordan, how am I doing? And it's so funny when I ask men, they're like, why do you ask that? And why can't I ask that? Of all the questions in the world to ask, am I going to get a boyfriend? And am I going to lose my girlfriend? Is he having an affair? Is he cheating? I think that's a pretty good question to ask. Why do men only say, why do you ask that? Women just answer the question. Isn't that interesting? I digress. I love you guys. Yeah, because generally after you ask the question, don't you get the answer? You already had it within you. It's already within you. I felt like at that time, about 2-3 weeks ago, I am always, sorry about that. Yeah, we all have all the answers within us already. There's really, I mean, I understand you're agitated and you can't think clearly, so you need to seek advice. Yeah, it happens. Yeah, that's cool. But every single day you're calling, a medium. Is this gonna happen? Is that gonna happen? Is this gonna? That you're just chasing your own tail. So in asking my question, and then after I asked the question, I met 5 or 6 other youngsters just asking, how do I go? What do I do? Will this happen? What do you suggest I do? Because I watch your videos and you seem like a really nice lady that would tell me the truth. You know, my parents don't tell me the truth because they want me to think the world is all rosy or whatever, you know, but the answers are already there. So in looking in the mirror, I answered my own question, But generally I'll have a little deja vu moment to reassure myself. If not, then I'll say, okay, universe, you know, let me have a deja vu moment. So I ask myself, Tasha, are you fulfilling your purpose for being? As I look in the mirror. And I say, I feel that I am. I feel. My spirit feels good. The body was seeking something altogether different. Okay? And in remembering that I am a spirit with a body, spirit rules. You know, that's just how it is with me. Spirit rules. Spirit comes first. You know, in generally all cases, unless I'm really excited and I just, you know, had a $300 sale or something, I might not remember my spirit first. I'm going to go buy, you know, $100 worth of groceries, pay my electric and cable bill, and then whatever I got left, then I remember my spirit. And then I go to the metaphysical bookstore and I buy new books and tapes and CDs and stuff. And yeah, but I think that's kind of a given, considering I have a lot of skin, you know. But do you know what your purpose for being is? Why don't you know? And if you know, are you on your direct path to wherever you chose to get to? You know? And I know that's kind of deep for a Tuesday, but hey, a day is a day. The only thing that matters is what you do in that 24-hour period that makes you different than anybody else, you know? So, are you where you're supposed to be? Inquiry minds want to know. You know? Are you doing what your spirit told you to do? Instead of chasing after some boy or chasing after some girl. Yeah, that works for boys, girls. Okay, come on. Don't write to me about that. You know? Or are you saying, I am so much better than this situation. I'm able to let go. You know? And then you let go and move on, you know, because we all have that wanting to say, well, Tasha, you ain't got no man. How you gonna give advice? I can give advice because I know myself. And myself knows if I accept anything less than where I am, this, and this is gonna happen. So I accepted that. I'm waiting for my highest and best good. However, you know, if you're 60, I can't speak on it to you. You've experienced some different things than me. But if you're not 50, we can sit down and talk about it, okay? When you do this, and this, you're 99% sure you're going to get this, and this reaction. You know, like my, you know, Latina girlfriends out there, my Latina sisters, you don't wear no clothes. Did you really think men aren't going to go, hey, I want to rape you? And I'm not saying all the time, I'm not saying 10 out of 10, but I'd be willing to bet 50-50. Whatever you put out is what you're going to get back. You know, you talk all that, you know, nasty talk, and don't get me wrong, I do talk nasty talk, but I don't know y'all like that, so I don't talk to you guys like that. You know? Or you know, want to shake your booty, or you want to be the type of big girl that wear your stomach on the outside of your pants like a man. And I don't understand why men do it either. You could just buy bigger pants. You know, and your belly is shaking underneath your t-shirt. And do you really? And don't get me wrong, a lot of guys are into that. Better yet, a lot of guys aren't even going to see that. They're just going to say, oh, she's loose. She's showing me she's loose. Look at how she walks, talks, what she wears. All her chi-chis are hanging out. Your titties. For those of you that aren't old school, all that has to do with everything else that all affects your spirit. Example, ladies, or men, why is it when we girls say, oh, we want a relationship, and you guys just want one thing, you don't just say, oh no, I just want that one thing, and then I'm on the road. You couldn't just, be honest and say that, because there are a lot of women out there who just want that too. But we as girls are so programmed still to want a relationship. And it may not be for everybody. It may not be, I'm not saying hold out. I'm not saying be a hoe. You can carry yourself in a ladylike manner and still get whatever it is you want. You can still be a gentle man and still get what you want. But between the spirit, between us forgetting about our spirit and only thinking about our physical, we forget where we came from. Spirit, I mean, not your mom and dad. Whatever you hold yourself to be, when you look in the mirror and you think your gut hanging outside your pants looks cute, at least stand up straight with your spine out, with your spine erect, paint a nice unclown-like smile on your face, and speak well as a lady would, and carry yourself as a lady. And gentlemen, you carry yourself as a gentle man. You don't need all that nasty sex talk on the first conversation. Can't you wait till the third conversation at least? And ladies, why do you let them? All that encompasses your spirit and how you hold yourself, Yeah, even Tosh. I mean, I really wanted to have sex with that guy from the liquor store last week. But you know what? If he can't even call back the next day, say, hey, how you doing? He waited till like the third day, and I'm like, you were going to come over today. Where were you? Oh, yeah, I had to go back to Texas. Cool, peace out. Next. If your word means nothing, why give it? And if your word means nothing, why would my spirit even want to be with your spirit, least of all have sex? And I really wanted to have sex with him. Okay. Glad I didn't, huh? You must be worthy. And I'm not saying that to be, all, what some people consider bougie or whatever. I respect myself. I ain't had sex in 2 years. Why would I fuck you just because I was horny? That's crazy. I got my own toys. My spirit has other toys. I have to be good to my spirit like I am being better to my body and treating it better, getting it better to keep up with my spirit, Excuse me. Am I fulfilling my purpose for being? That is the most important question to me, and I don't understand why it's not the most important question to you. Because you know what? If you are a bad mother, good mother, okay friend, bad friend, you had sex with your best friend's boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, that is one instance in life that can be, well, I won't say fixed. But if your spirit is in divine order and your purpose for being matches your spirit, well, I don't want to say that, but I think it would make spiritual things a lot better off. What do you think? Maybe? But I do know there must be balance in all things, or something gets thrown off your life gets out of whack and you're like, wait a minute, when did I start, I don't know, drinking, doing drugs, and I don't even remember. Remember your spirit. I am far from perfect. You're far from perfect. All I'm trying to do is to remind you there is something always greater. So stop fussing over that boy who screwed you over, and hurt your heart, and the girl. And when I say boys and girls, I mean grown ones and ungrown ones alike, because we all hurt each other. And we know we're hurting each other before it happened. Love yourself. Say no. I deserve so much better than this. And it hurts being lonely and alone and all that. I know that feeling. Every night I know that feeling. But you know what? It's a greater feeling when I can get up in the morning, look myself in the mirror, see my pretty brown round face. Say, Tosh, you did a good job. Thank God you held out one more again. Spirit appreciates you. And I can hear my teachers, angels, and guides telling me, hold out, just hold out on that one. I'm not saying hold out on every single one, because whatever you want, you should have without any miscommunication. Okay, fellas? So if she wants to, just, you want to, I'm not ready for a relationship, Tosh. Can I just stop by on Tuesdays and Thursdays? Okay. Got 10 minutes. That's it. Something can always be negotiated. But I don't negotiate with my spirit. I don't. Spirit says, nope, don't like his touch, you gotta go. Why are you still talking? Get out. Yeah. And I know that's new to a lot of people, but I'm telling you, as soon as the first guy or girl touches me, I can tell my spirit can heal their spirit. And it's like, nope, big, huge, red flashing neon sign. Where am I at? Okay. And I don't waste time. I don't waste time. But this one, my body liked his touch, and he had a nice spirit about him. He spoke well, he dressed well, it was all good. But when you don't keep your word, that says so much about you. You just have no idea. When you don't keep your word, I won't trust you. I won't. And you'll say, gee, Tosh, you haven't talked to me in a while. Why would I talk to you? I don't trust you. You told me you were going to do X, Y, Z, and you didn't do X, Y, or Z, or A, and Q. We don't have nothing to talk about, So we can start all over, maybe. I'll try to retrust you. If you do it again, you're gone. So you remember your spirit and your purpose for being, and I'll remember mine. Have a great day, everybody. Love yourself. Have a good day.